rock fans from all around the world, welcome back to another episode of Musical People Journey's new rock album review show. I'm Nigel, we have Trish, we have Andy, and we have Paul. No Dom and Chris today, as we review Joe Bonamassa and his album Breakthrough. Joe is a returning review. We reviewed Time Clocks, which seem to have a love and hate. Got a 3.1. Will Breakthrough improve on that? Perhaps we'll find out. We will tell you what we think. Rate the album out of 5. See if it gets into a Hall of Fame. Maybe even for an Album of the Year shortlist. Who knows? How exciting! Right. If you like what you hear and see, hit that like and subscribe button. But in the meantime, we're going to start with our rock queen. It's Trish. Trish, bit of Joe Bonamassa.
Hi. Joe Bonamassa. Well, with Joe Bonamassa, you always know what you're going to get with any album that he releases, and that is pure class electric blues rock. He has his own distinctive sound and is a master of his genre, producing many other artists. He has the Midas touch, Trigger Finger, Still Walking With Me, You Don't Owe Me are pure examples of this. You can't help but move your shoulders along to this track, or toe tapping when you're listening. If at home, then hell, have no shame in dancing around the house to those tracks. On the flip side, the slower track, Shake This Ground. What a track. I would have to say my favourite on the album. Whilst blues rock is not normally a go-to for me in preference to my listening, but again, Joe Bonamassa's golden touch shows no sign of diminishing, and nor would we want it to, as this album shows exactly why he is the king of his genre.
Is he though, Paul? Is he the king of genre? What do you think?
No. Nope. He will. For me, he doesn't touch Gary Moore, to be honest. But that's another story. However, the Breakthrough album kicks off with the first three tracks, as Tricia said, following Bonamassa's blues rock bass line. And one might start to think, here we go again, another album that basically sounds like the rest. But then Drive By the Exercise switches things up, and it's not until the last track, Pains on Me, that returns to the format. So Joe has thankfully taken some of my advice from the previous album. The tracks are short and punchy, and the only longish track is Broken Record, but it's such a lazy feeling song, of which the latter half is simply Joe doing Pink Floyd like guitar things, that the length can simply be forgiven. I find myself liking this album the more I listen to it. Top tip for Joe: for the next album, only have 2 blues tracks on the next album, and show us what else you can do.
Funny enough, he did reach out to thank you, Paul, for that. For the advice you gave him last time. Actually, I must admit. Andy, what advice do you have for Joe?
Well, my advice just be he knows a lot more than me, so just keep on doing what he's doing. So I wouldn't dream of giving him any advice, but it's quite a funky little bit of blues rock, wasn't it? You know, sort of really sleek, dirty down grooves there, going all the way through it with the sound of it. Great to listen to. Really good sounding vocals. I think the album actually does mix things up quite a bit, actually, sonically. There's a lot of highs and lows sonically in terms of all it through it. So there's a good lot of variety through for it. Again, I like to say, again, the title track was really good. Trigger Finger I thought was really good. And You Don't Own Me was really, they're all really solid songs. For me, it was a pretty good album, actually. Very good. Liked it.
So there's 2 aspects of what I'm about to say. If you know Joe Bonamassa, there's no surprises with this album. It's a Joe Bonamassa album through and through and through and through. High quality, brilliant produced, well performed, absolutely cracking. There's nothing new to the album other than, yes, a few shorter tracks, so he keeps things a little bit more to the point, which is good. So for those who don't know Joe Bonamassa, hey, check him out. He's a rock blues guitarist, and he's absolutely brilliant. There we go. Really, there's nothing really. there's nothing earth-shaking about this album. Standout track for me was "I'll Take the Blame." I thought it was a cracking, rocking song. That was really, really good. But there's nothing really that you can really add to it other than how really well produced on it. But for me, it wasn't earth-shaking. It wasn't thing. It was like. When I started listening to the album, I had a set thing of what I was going to hear, and he delivered. And he delivered it well, and it was enjoyable. But it wasn't like, oh my god, this is like, wow, this is amazing, because you kind of feel you'd heard it before in many ways. But really solid, really enjoyable album, very, very good. But will it be enough to get into a Hall of Fame? Will it be enough? I think it will. I think it's going to get better than Time Clocks, which got 3.1. Andy, let's start with you. What did you give this?
I gave it a 4.
You did. And do you know something? That both Dom and Chris Cully also give these 4.
Wow, I'm surprised at that.
I know, right? And do you know something else? I give this a 4.
Oh, someone's going to drag it down. We can tell it's coming. It's coming.
Paul.
Trish will ring it
up. Paul. What did you give it, Paul?
I didn't give it a 4.
Oh, what did you give it?
I gave it 3.5.
Oh, still, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we've still got Trish to go. And now, if Trish gives Joe Bonamassa a 4, okay, a 4. We all know that Trish likes to give good scores. If she gives us a 4, one of her best friends, Chris Dunnins, who's a massive fan of Joe Bonamassa, who's going to love her to death because, for the first time ever, Joe Bonamassa will be in our Hall of Fame. Trish, hit us. What did you give Joe Bonamassa?
3.5.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Just not my genre.
So, we're very sorry, Joe, but you...
So close.
Yeah, so close. 19.5, 3.9. Oh, so close to the Hall of Fame. But, his advice, Paul's advice, obviously had an impact. And now,
Next time. Listen to what he says.
Listen to what Paul, and you will make that. You will get that. You will just get across the line. From that perspective. But anyway,
Just
what a great album!
What you've been doing for 20 years. Do something else, and you'll be fine.
Just do what Paul tells you to do. And anyway, there we go. Anyway, congratulations to Joe. What a cracking album! 3.9, just short. Well, that was fun. And hey, what did you guys think? Please leave your comment below. Hit the like and subscribe button. Let us know what you think. And tune in for our next review, which will be Witch Hazel and Laminations. And thank you very much, and keep on rocking.